There's the old bamboo plants. They're doing really well. When I first started, these guys were one, two leaves up, and now they're one, two, three, four, five, six, seven on a few. Um, yeah, probably the best EcoCube. But this isn't an EcoCube review. This is actually the Atlanta trip review. Um, so, as you might have guessed from the video and from the stuff I told you before, Canadian Tire sent us to Atlanta to test a new tire. I guess they do these things. It's kind of like the Kirkland brand, that Motomaster brand. So they get offers from different manufacturers. Um, it was really cool because we did get to do some cars. I really wanted to go on that racetrack, man. Earnhardt's track there in Atlanta. But they were doing some renovations, and I don't think it was planned. I think they had originally intended for it to be a bonus street, um, but it just didn't work out. But that would have been so cool to knock that off a bucket list. Um, so what they had was kind of like a rally cross track built onto the parking lot. It's a massive parking lot. So you're doing like stuff you wouldn't regularly do in your own cars, like just slam on the accelerator, slam on the brakes, and see how grippy those tires are. Um, did some slaloming through some cones. So we had about five or six cones. So you're doing like hard left, hard right, hard left, hard right. See if you spin out of control. And then at the end of the day, they did a little speed test. So they made a little course that should take about 45 seconds if you're really on the gas. That was a lot of fun. Turns out a lot of the guys there that were helping to organize the course were stunt drivers, professional drivers. I heard a few really cool stories from this one guy that was working on the Bad Boys film. I guess I can't remember his name, but a shout out to that dude because he took us for a crazy ride. That crazy ride you saw in the video there, in a tricked out police car that he had customized for like movie sets and stuff. So he's just like drifting all over the course. When you're sitting in the back seat, your body is flying. I was like seat belted in, I had my legs wide, wedged under the seats, and I was still just being tossed and turned on the back there. That was a lot of fun. We came back to the hotel, had a few drinks, went to a place. I'm going to recommend this place. I'm not getting any advertising money from this shit, but I love the ribs. Some of the guys didn't like them. I think it was called Max Lager in um, downtown Atlanta, and they've got some nice craft beers. Um, give that a shot if you're down there. I think that was the only place you really ate out at. And then I wish I did more videos at the Coca Cola museum there. It's called. Um, what was it called? I guess everybody just calls it the Coke Museum. It actually does have a legit name. Um, Everyone kept telling me the thing that was disappointing about the Coke Museum was the tasting, and the only reason it was disappointing, I mean, it was very cool. Somebody kept telling me that you're gonna test 100 different flavors of Coke. I was like, okay, that's cool. I know you've got like your Coke, your classic, your limes, your diets, your cherries. So I went in there expecting like these crazy concoctions of Coke. It turned out that it's what you're really tasting, and I'm gonna. This is a spoiler alert here. What you're actually tasting is sodas from around the world. It's not Coca Cola, but it's Coca Cola products that are sodas from around the world. So don't go in there expecting 100 different flavors of Coke. But it was very interesting to see how the flavors are separated by continents, countries, the sugar content. Like for instance, in Europe, it's a lot more sparkling water flavored, and then in like say South Africa, there's a lot of pineapple flavors. Same thing down in South America and Latin America, a lot of pineapple flavors and mango flavored sodas. So sodas, not colas. Um, and then there's another machine where you can combine like all sorts of different flavors and probably come up with thousands of flavors. That was very cool. Um, So yeah, I definitely got sugar loaded, sugar beaties coming out of that place. And then the Coke store has a lot of cool merchandise. Maybe not the super best price point. Like I always say, when you're in Atlanta and you're walking through some of those side stores that are selling souvenirs, definitely partake. Those guys have a way better price, and it's almost exactly the same merchandise you get at the other stores and you get at the airport and such. Canadian Tire was really good to us, taking care of the hotel, the airfare. I definitely have a whole different level of respect for those guys that was on that crew that met us. The drive arrangements to and from the airport, to and from the hotel. So that was really cool to see how this tested for life in Canada process works. Um, I don't think they allow any new signups for Tested for Life, but if you're on the panel, I think my buddy there was saying something like there's 90,000 Canadians that test products. So when you see that badge, it means that a regular Joe like me and you tested that product and said yay or nay. Is it better than something comparable? And it'll get tested. If it stands, it lasts, it works, and it performs as good as or better than, say, a premium quality competitor. It definitely gets that badge. Um, Keep your eyes out on the Canadian Tire website. That's all I can tell you. I can't really go into spoilers as part of the disclosure agreement, but MotoMaster has a new tire that's really affordable and it handles way better. I was actually surprised. It handles way better than the tires that were on the other vehicles that are almost double the price. So keep that in mind. Um, that's all for this video. I'll try to get some more stuff going here shortly. We're doing a move out of the condo in a couple days, so I'm gonna be Airbnb-ing it. Maybe I'll do a video on Airbnb hobo lifestyle. You guys could have a good laugh with that. All right, take care, guys.